please ignore whatever's going on here in my body. I tried to have a shower, but it started glitching out in a way that like the water, it's all fine, but then the water suddenly cuts out, but it's still turned on for some reason. So I kind of had to cut it short. I'm going to get reported. Don't worry. Anyway, why am I here? Question we all ask ourselves. But in this particular time, you may be confused because all of a sudden there's a video that's going up in the middle of the day. Where you see, I wanted to get over done with as soon as possible because I might have a busy day, I might not have, or I just waste my time. I don't know. Whatever the case is, it is time for the official release of part 3 of Is It Fun Living as a colorblind person. Okay, I'm calling it part 3 because it's like meant to be a trilogy to the original 2 parts on the Ideas Man channel. But in reality, it's sort of like that, and then you combine it with, and then it's like a refined version of parts 1 and 2, where I'm not just recording a video at 3 in the morning. Anyway, so, yes, it's true, I'm colorblind. At least I think I am. I haven't gotten it officially diagnosed, but the signs 100% are there. Let me give you some examples. A few years ago, I knew of a friend who had her car parked outside of our driveway. And the car is apparently a dark green kind of color. But because of the way my eyes work, I perceived it as just pitch black, no sense of color, no nothing. So that was, I guess, the first weird occurrence. Nothing else really happened until like a few years later while I was in high school. I'm still in high school. But there's a few mats out there, yeah? And apparently the mats are like blue and purple, respectively. There's 2 sets of purple mats and 1 set of a blue mat. But my stupidness, or my eyes, or whatever way you want to call it, perceived it as there being 2 pink mats and 1 purple mat. The purples that I thought were pink were like a very light purple, so that might have been where I got the confusion from. But still, it was weird. Signs were definitely starting to show there. No, is that hat too low? I don't know. I'll leave the hat like this, and you can let me know down in the comments, which I turned off. Lol. Anyway, and I guess there's plenty of other instances that I thought one color was another, but like for example. There's a blue vinyl record here. Yeah, I know, I own a vinyl record. Whoa. But my eyes are now starting to perceive it as like turquoise. Oh my god. No, I'm joking. It's cyan. Anyway, yeah. The most recent example is her passing by a building that... her passing by a building that almost everyone thought was like a dark... was like a... I can't even remember what color it was, like a dark brown, and I keep seeing it as like a dark green color. So, what's up with that? Am I actually colorblind or am I just stupid? Well, here's my official diagnosis. I don't know. It's all up in the air right now, and I don't know how colorblind diagnoses actually work. Because we've only done those online quizzes where they kind of give you color dots and they say that like if a few specific dots make like the shape of a 2 or something, then you're colorblind. But see, that's just a load of I can't put it in any words other than it's just a fraudulent scam. They're trying to make you think you're colorblind, but in reality you're completely fine. There's nothing wrong with you. But apparently I've noticed is that every time that I perceive these colors as like different or the same, they're always when they're like really close to each other. Let's take for example the dark green color that I thought was completely black. Oh, my light's dying. I only thought it was completely black because it looked so much like just a regular old black color, but in reality it wasn't. And let's say for example the pink and purple mats, or should I say the blue and purple mats. I thought the 2 purple mats were pink because they looked to be almost the same color. And I thought the dark purple mat, the actual purple one, was blue because it looked so close to the color blue. Maybe I'm just like perceiving colors as like not natural. Okay, well I won't say not natural, but it's more like I forgot what I was gonna say. Maybe I just think colors that are too close to each other are stupid. Okay, you know what? I'll give a better example of what I mean. Here's this little guy. I can pet him all I want. I know he's blue, okay? I know that there's many different variants of shades of blue, and there's red, and there's pink. I hope there's pink, and there's black, and there's white, and there's yellow. I'm not the kind of colorblind where it's like red, green. That's not... I think I'm just weird. There's not really points to this video. I just kind of wanted to have something else so I can finally close off the It's a Fun Because a Colorblind Person trilogy. I know it's weird having this be the literal second video of the week, and by extension, the literal second video of Pride Month. My bad. But I needed to get it out there. I did make an attempt to part 3 a few years back, but I deleted it not long afterwards because I just, it made no sense at the time, and I was still like, 12, so the production quality wouldn't have been great. But that's all for this video. Tune in next time where I yap about God knows what. Will my light finally die in that video? Who really knows? Because I don't know where the charger is and I can't be bothered charging it up. So you might have to go back to the blinding future pretty soon. And that's the last time I'm ever going to make that joke. And I'm sorry I'm shouting. I'm home alone right now, so I figured I might as well get this over with while I have the time. Okay, since I've got the hat on, I'm like old Jacksepticeye, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss, and high fives all around. But thank you guys, and I'll see all you dudes in the next video! God, that was awful. Okay, now let's shut the lights. And with that, bye-bye. Now, what in the world happened to my blue dressing gown?